Welcome once again. Um, I've just showed you how to use your finger to calculate special angles. What about numbers greater than 90? How do we find those special angles? Alright, those special angles have been listed here. I have 120, 135, and then down to 330. I don't know why I included 360, but I'll still show you. Right, so we're going to place them in 4 quadrants. So that is A, S, and then C. Where A stands for all, S stands for sine, C stands for tang, and then C stands for cos. If we're going to have problem in placing this, I'll say all students takes Coke. All students takes Coca-Cola. Right. So at this point I'm going to put 0 degrees here. I'll put 90. Put 180. I'll put 70 degree, and then I put 360 degree. Yeah, also. So it means the first quadrant. Yeah, it means all trigonometry like sine, cos, and then tan, all values that falls in this territory are all positive for everything. So that's between 0 and 90 degree. While for the sine, all values that falls between 90 and 180 is only positive for sine. For cos is negative, for tan is negative. It also applies to this territory too. So every values that falls in this territory are positive only for tangent. And also last quadrant, the only values that are positive here are those that are cos. For sine and for tan, they are negative. Alright, so there is a mathematical expression for the first quadrant to be 180 degree minus theta, and then for this quadrant to be 180 degree plus theta, and then for the last quadrant to be 360 degree minus theta. Okay, let's bounce into this and let's see. The first is 120. Alright, let's see. 120 degree. 120 degree falls in the second quadrant versus this. So it becomes 180 degree minus, what value would that be? 60 degree. So this value here is our main concern. So if you are asked what is sine 120, sine 120 is the same thing as sine 60 degree. Are you with me? So if you ask what is sine 120, you just know that it's the same thing as what sine 60 degree. And from what we've done in the previous video, sine 60 degree is root 3 over 2. So the question is, what is cos 60 degree? Cos 60 degree is 1 over 2, which is it. Cos 120 degree is equivalent to cos 60 degree. But that's not just all. That's not it. It will be negative cos 60 degree, which will give us negative 1 over 2, because every value in the second quadrant that is not sine is going to be negative. The value here will only be positive for sine. So tan 120 degree is equivalent to minus tan 60 degree, which is minus root 3. So this applies for 135 and 150. So I would just say for 135 to be 180 degree minus 45 degree equal 135 degree. So you can try this and leave your answer at the comment side below, and if you don't understand, you just notify me. So for sine 135 is equivalent to sine 45, and then the last one is 180 degree minus 30 degree will give us 150 degree. So this are what we'll be using. Right, let me take the third quadrant. Let me take 240. The question is, what is sine 240 degree? So it will be how do we get 240? That's the question. 240 will be 240. Let me write it there. 240 will be 180 degree plus 60 degree. So what we are looking at here is 60 degree. So it means sine 240 degree is equivalent to sine 60 degree. But you need to ask yourself, in the third quadrant, what is positive? It is the tangent. So it means anything that is not tang is negative. I hope you will make. So the answer here is minus root 3 over 2. I'm going to drop a chart. After this video, I'll drop a chart down that will summarize everything. So what is cos let me say it was 2 4 no, let me take another number. What is cos 225? The question is, how do we arrive at 225? 225 degree will be 180 degree plus, let me use red pen for this, 45 degree. So it means that cos 225 degree is equivalent to cos 45 degree. Now you have to ask yourself, is it positive or negative? 225 falls in the third quadrant, so it's going to be negative, because in the third quadrant the only thing that is positive is tan. So what is cos 45? That's minus root 2 over 2. Alright, so what is tan? Let me take another special angle to tan. Alright, 210 is as a result of 180 degree plus 30 degree. So our concern here is 30. So it means it's equivalent to tan 30 degree. The question is it positive or negative? We're going to go to our chart here and say that tan here is positive. So it has to be positive. The question is, what is tan 45? What is tan 30? Remember, finger below or a finger above. Let's see, 30 degree. The finger below is 1 and the finger above is 3. So it's is root 1, that's 1, over root 3, or you can say it's root 3 over 3, but it will be positive. And that also applies for the last quadrant. So if you have any question, just drop it at the, okay, let me just do one more for the last quadrant. Okay, so what is let's see, which one should we pick now? What is cos 3 on the red degree? How do I write 300? To be 360 degree minus 60 degree. So our special focus is on 60 degree. So it means cos 300 is equivalent to cos 60 degree. And cos 60 degree is 1 over 2. Is it positive or negative? We're going to go to our chart here. The only thing that's positive here is cos. So I hope this video has been helpful, and if you have any question, just drop it at the comment side below. Thank you.